What is up, YouTube? Today I'm going to talk about the Air Force Enlisted structure rankings. I know I was getting some questions about this, and it's kind of hard to describe over email and stuff, so I decided just to make a video about it. There's kind of a lot to go over, so I might be all over the place with it, but just try to follow me, and if you have any questions, just ask. First things first is you don't get promoted every year. So when you enlist in the Air Force, you don't start off as an E1 and then year 2 rolls around, you're an E2, year 3, you're an E3. It doesn't work like that. When you enlist, it really depends all on you. Generally, you enlist as an E1, but if you have college credits, you can go up to an E3, or if you want to recruit some other people into the office and then your recruiters recruit them, that'll give you some extra points there. But it really just depends on how you want to do it. Generally, E3 is you're going to stay there for a while because it's the easiest to get up to. You move up real fast to an E3, probably within a year. Generally, you'll be an E3 if you don't already start there. Now, the Air Force, all military branches actually use something called time and grade and time and service. What that means is the time and grade is how long you have spent at your certain rank, and the time and service is actually how long you've been in the military. Now, to go from an E1 to an E2, generally you just have to be in for a couple months. I don't know the exact amount, but it's maybe like 3-6 months, something along those lines. But if you enlist for 6 years, I know with my job when I had it, if you enlist for 6 years instead of 4 years, when you graduate tech school, you will automatically get an E3. So that's another way you can do it. So I mean, if your tech school is only like like a month long, and you go to basic training and you go to tech school and you graduate, you've been in the Air Force for 3 months roughly, and you're an E3. So now, like I said, an E4 is probably the it's going to be not the hardest to get, but it's going to be different because you're going to be used to just get in the ranks like that. So you're going to be an E3 for a while, but you're actually going to be an E3 for 36 months. That's how long you have to be time and grade to go up to an E4. And generally, that's how the Air Force works. You have to be in for a certain amount of time, have a certain amount of credentials underneath you. You have to be able to pass your PT test, and you have to be able to make your weight and everything. And generally, that'll all rank you up. I know I'm not a sergeant or anything, but I know when you go up to be a sergeant, you have to take a test, and you have to pass the tests, and you will rank up to be a sergeant if you pass the test and they have enough space available for you. Once you start getting up higher to the ranks, it's harder to move up because there's just so many people that stay in, and it's just harder to move up. I will post a link in the bottom showing you a little bit the time and grade and all that of each different rank, just so you can have an idea, because if I sat here and went over it, it would take me forever just to go over how long to do each one. Officers are different. You actually have a bachelor's degree to be an officer. In the Air Force Reserves, it's actually a little different. You need 90 credit hours of college to go to the officer school, and if you make officer school, you cannot move up to captain until you get your bachelor's degree. So you have second lieutenant and first lieutenant, and you can't move up anymore until you get your bachelor's when you're in the reserves. And officers, they rank up totally different than enlisted guys. I can't even begin to explain how it works. It's really just time and service. It's not time and grade. It's time and it's actually time and grade. It's not time and service at all. I want to try to explain it, but I'm probably gonna be totally wrong. But you spend the exact amount of years in each grade, and you move up no matter what. And that's it. You spend blah 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 years as an 01, you automatically go up to an 02, spend blah 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 years, and as you go up, the years get farther apart to rank up. So it's just really, that's why you always see freaking old officers. When you look, the officers are always old because you have the young like lieutenants, because that's just, they just got in, but they're always old when they're like colonels and things like that, because it takes a long freaking time to get that rank. And if you ever meet a general, fuck, they've been in forever. But that is really it on the ranks. I try to make it simple. I hope it was simple. It's kind of, like I said, it's a little confusing. I'll put the link down below so you can look at it and try to get some more information out of it. If you guys have any questions, just comment, message me, whatever. Follow me on Twitter, and that's it. I'll see you guys next time.